It is December the 29th, 2020. This is the MINORCAN Mullet Report from the Golden Ray Rec site. Made the trip out today on a beautiful sunny day in coastal Georgia and kind of made a run around the ship just to see what we could see what kind of advances they were making. We kind of sped this video up a little bit just to save a little time, but still get the idea. A lot of environmental boats out today while cutting was underway, and that was good to see those guys out there patrolling, looking for anything that was on the water surface. And while we were there, we did notice something that was a little bit different today. We hadn't seen this before, and as we got around to the stern of the ship, up on the VB, we could see it looked like water was being sprayed onto either the cutting chain on the west side or the bottom, if you will, of the ship, or and I don't know what the water is there. It's possibly to cool the chain or cool the block, but here we tried to shoot a little close-up video. You can see that stream of water coming down and hitting the hull of the ship there. Don't know again if this is to lubricate some of the mechanism or cool it, but we had not seen that before. Maybe a new tactic they're trying in an effort to speed up this operation or get more life out of the chain. Just something we noticed. As you can see, the east side block coming off the VB, the angle has definitely changed. They're really making headway on that side. It looks like the progression is possibly, I don't know, maybe a third of the way through. It looks like they're making pretty good headway, and hopefully we'll see this cut completed in a lot shorter time than what we saw with the first one. And we're just, while we're out there and we're thinking about the operation, one thing that came to mind is the once they open up this other end of the ship and more water is allowed in it, how much additional silt is there going to be inside the Golden Ray when it's time for lifting. It doesn't take long to amass weight from the silt that's in the water here in coastal Georgia. Once it gets in there, it really starts to build up, and we could see that potentially being a problem for the engineers in there. The longer the ship sits open, the more water that is flowing in and out of it, and we know that could be a problem for them. We hope that they're able to overcome that in short order, but just some concerns that we were thinking about that hopefully they're addressing as we get closer to the procedure of trying to lift these super large sections of the ship as they're cut. One thing we did notice today while we were out, and this was really good to see, was if you remember from some of our earlier videos, we had some footage of the Leah Jane and the Master Tate. Those are the trawlers, the contract trawlers that are out, and they're fitted with special nets, a really wide mesh, tough net for dragging for debris. We saw the Leah Jane back on the site today, towing the nets. We kind of went over just to take a peek, and we didn't see any debris when the nets were picked up. We kind of stayed with her as she made a trawl just to take a look. That's not to say that they aren't getting debris. We certainly hope they are. Anything that they can collect here is not going to make its way to the beaches. But it just made us a little more reassurance that everything's being done to try to mitigate any of the debris that escapes the golden ray through this cutting process. And it's really good to see these vessels back in operation. We haven't seen them. It's been maybe a month since we've seen these boats out trawling, and that was a good feeling to see these guys out there. Well, that's really about all we've got for today. Headways being made. We're going to continue to monitor that, and hopefully we'll see those change with even a more significant angle on the ship as they're getting cut. But things are looking up on the Golden Ray wreck side. Hey, we'd like to thank everyone that has subscribed, but if you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching the video, you know you like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and feel free to send us some comments. Really enjoy seeing the comments from folks interested in this as much as we are. You guys stay safe out there. Until next time.